Before we begin today's show, I would like to take some time to remind you about our sponsors. Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice. All of the beautiful maps and roles you see tonight are done using Fantasy Grounds, which you can try for free at fantasygrounds.com. You can also get all of your miniatures from Wayland Games. Go to waylandgames.co.uk and get yourself a huge range of D&D, Warhammer and 40k minis for up to 20% off regular retail price. And Tabletop Loot, who sell incredible dice. Go and check them out at tabletoploot.com.
We're going!
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello!
Nunu's back.
Hello. I'm back.
Welcome to Ravnica Under Fire. We are GM-less today.
Oh yeah.
Travesty.
We miss and love you, Corey.
We love you, Corey.
Corey, in his infinite misguided wisdom, we're on fire, has decided to give us the keys to the family van today. And
I don't know what he was thinking.
RP scenes, and it's just gonna. The thing will be on the highway, on fire, like banged in on every side, no windows left, but it'll be a good story. So
it's gonna be
I am
something.
scared.
I am.
It'll be a time.
exceedingly frightened.
Do we have insurance for this ride? Because I feel like we're gonna need it.
Ooh.
We certainly don't.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
no.
Okay.
So
Life on the
I
edge.
am operating as stage manager, which isn't me. I'm not in charge, but it is like the connection pieces between scenes, a little bit of connective narration, asking some important questions. It'll largely be me asking other players questions and their answers becoming canon, and me setting up scenes so that people then.
So you're
talk
in
to each other.
charge.
No.
Feels
He
like
is-
you're in charge.
Nest.
Stage
I'm managing.
managering.
I'm managing the cats.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know if you can manage cats.
Cat sitting.
Good
So-
luck, man.
8+ cat herding. We got this.
Along those lines, who could do me a lovely job filling in what happened last week? Because I can't quite remember.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What
Huh.
did happen? Oh my god.
Everything.
I feel
What
like Sam
happened?
knows pretty well what happened last week.
I know.
Good thing.
Well, I
I
mean,
guess
I
we're
know
making
lots
Sam do
of
it.
things. I guess I'm doing it. Okay, well, last week was a terrible time, I guess. We made it to the Parhelion, and we met some old friends of Fane's. Well, one person was like, a really close-looking friend, it seemed, and then this other person didn't seem to like Fane at all. And we tried to meet with Feather, and then, oh my goodness, a lot of things freaking happened. Feather showed up, and Osgiliath showed up too, and then everybody was suddenly like 2 people, and then they were 1 person, and then, oh goodness, Malikar went down to the portal to try to fulfill that prophecy and kind of exploded everything, and the portal closed, and well, I didn't see this, but the voice of Matt Celestia told me there was crazy shit happening on the ship still while I was down looking for Malikar, because I know that, my goodness, what was it? Was it Feather or was it Osgiliath tried to, shoot lightning at Hallow, and then Chort stopped it, and he got all, exploded, and he's gone now, I guess, and I don't know what's going on with that, and Osgiliath is, in Zaboros now, and Arkady did not handle that well, and, everybody is kind of very upset and all over the place. So, right now, I think, or I don't know about right now, but I don't know. Everybody's everywhere, and it's terrible.
When we immediately left off, Fane and Sunniva had made their way down to where the portal was, looking to find what happened to Malikar. Arkady had warped back to his church, because Word of Recall is a nifty spell. That's basically teleport.
Asshole.
What's the difference? Hallow had jumped off the flying fortress that is Parhelion 2, and the angel Dardariel, which is still her patron, and also apparently there's 2 Hallows now, was like grabbing and plummeting with Hallow, and it was very dramatic. Alsan was just too much happen.
Yeah.
And we ended on Malikar reappearing to Arkady in his church. Most likely to Arkady's surprise. And Osgiliath is a silly reference for the angel that will probably refer to in character as El Sirius.
No.
Unless you're
That's
Fane, because he's an asshole.
He's not an asshole. Suriath is a hard name.
It is a hard name to remember, and we are not good at remembering.
Oh, please tell us more about hard names, Mr. Lieberschnurfer. Lime Scurf.
Hold on. Lebenshoffnung
Lebensschnaps.
is not a hard name. It is Elvish. It is just normal. It is easy.
That's
Lebenshoffnung. I mean, come on. This is very simple. What is you talking about?
Suriath is
why you have
much
so much
easier than the nonsense you're coming up with.
I'm sorry,
I'm
but
happy.
Suriath is not Elvish. I don't know it.
I have this overwhelming sense that I'm forgetting something, but unless I am, I think we jump into our first scene.
Mm-hmm.
Going to sponsor video. That one.
There you go. The sponsor.
Or I think I did that when Nunu left. We already did that.
Yes,
All right,
we
so
already
don't-
did that.
We
There we
already
go.
did that.
Yeah,
We are
we got
we are
Alright,
good
see, this is why-
professionals. ready to
I'm
go.
on fire. This is
On
why I am
fire.
inferior Corey. I'm
That
not
is-
in charge. TM. I'm not in
Yeah,
charge.
sorry, fam, we already did
Promise.
that.
All right, so
I think everyone
our
heard that.
opening scene
Mhm.
is between Fane and Sunniva down in the tunnels, the catacombs, around where the portal used to be. There was a large explosion. There were dead angels everywhere.
I am looking for any sign of Malikar if I can find him. I'm just sort of starting to like move things, and I'm yelling for him.
I think you move a rock and you find something that was unmistakably his. What was it?
Oh, maybe a piece of his museum apparatus.
Like the bent out is that symbol that's on the side of it? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
There's like some melted museum that is congealed into a solid block next to it.
Oh, so he's got to be here someplace, and Sunniva just starts like moving more things. And I'll call over to Naria because she came down with me, and I'll tell her because she can understand me now. To try to find Malikar. She knows what he smells like, so I'll have her start looking, and I'll just look to Fane, and I'll be like, "Help me! These things are big and heavy, and we need to find him."
Yeah, let's look for him. And I will be turning over rocks, so I don't think it matters.
You're pretty certain, based on the pile of that rubble, that there's nothing alive under there. And but by all means, keep moving rocks.
I'm looking. I know Hallow has powerful magic. She has said before that if somebody, fell in a battle, she could help. So maybe she could still help, or if she can, maybe somebody in the conclave can. And they have so many powerful things there.
Fane just places his hand on Sunniva's shoulder, and it's like, I don't know if he is here anymore. He knew what he did. He knew what he was doing. fool. I think that if you remember, somebody back of Enviva in Amonkhet spoke of him being the requirement to save Ravnica. I think that he chose. I think that he chose to be that fate. That he chose to give himself up. I don't know why. Like, he doesn't seem the type, but maybe there was a part of him I didn't know. I think that I think he loved Ravnica. And he made his choice. It'll be okay, Sunniva. It'll be okay.
But why did that? Why did he have to do that?
I don't know.
That's something else.
Yeah, we probably could have, but sometimes people make choices. Sometimes there's a wrong choices. Sometimes they think that they're doing the right thing. But it doesn't mean it was wrong. If he believed it right in his heart, then it was right to him. Don't tarnish that by being angry at him. And I don't think you would be, but just... he shouldn't have done it, but... Fane just looks off into the distance. He did save Ravnica from what I can tell. He is a hero. Think about him that way. Don't think he shouldn't have done it. It's not our place to think of what he should and shouldn't have done. And then Fane will just give Sunniva a hug.
Once Fane hugs them, they start crying. They hadn't been crying just yet, but tears just start, like, streaking down all the soot and stuff down their face. And they just go, this is... it's not fair!
I know. It's not. But not everything in life is fair. And I feel like Malikar knew that.
Like, wipe their face. I know he had a lot of things that I think he was trying to be better for, but it doesn't feel like it makes any of it better now. Like, he saved a lot of lives this way, but it doesn't feel like we won anything.
Yeah.
We still lost.
Yeah. We did. We lost a courageous soul. Someone willing to sacrifice themselves for everyone else.
But
person better than I thought he would be.
He was trying to fix things. In his own way, I guess. But do you know what happens to people in Zidamia after they die? Would just rejoin Mat Celestia but I don't know what happens to him now.
Yeah. There's a spark within the world where everyone comes from. Part of that becomes Mat Celestia. But I believe that if you're not part of a greater force, you return there. You're always you. You don't have to worry about him.
I think I'm going to anyway.
Yeah. I understand. But he'll be okay. He's strong. His spark will return to this world. You can believe that.
Is that where we want to end that scene?
Oof.
It's up to you.
How does Sunniva feel about it?
I could end there. I've got some thoughts, but they don't feel right now, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that touching scene is happening deep under the earth, where camera pans upwards through Deadbridge Chasm up to the outward bridge of the Parhelion 2, where we looked in on Alsan, who has just seen Hallow jump off the side of this flying fortress and be pursued by an angel who has grabbed onto Hallow and is plummeting at high speed down. Now, you're watching this, and I want you to tell me, how does Hallow escape?
I think you're muted.
Ponanunu.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. How does Hallow, the one that's standing in front of me, or the one that is falling to the ground?
So, I didn't specify. I didn't specify technically.
Yeah.
So that's your call.
Yeah. So all right. I feel like the sort of other Hallow, she's got like some eldritch power behind her or beside her as well at this point. I seem to remember. They probably just like blink out, like they've got other things to do. I have no clue. Yeah. As soon as that happens, though, I think Alsan's gonna jump up after the angel as well.
Of course you are. Yeah.
Sorry. I know it doesn't mean that he's actually going to do it or like accomplish anything. No, let me take a step back. He's going to run over to the edge and try
Sure.
and see if he can see Hallow or this, fire-winged angel falling down. Can he?
Okay.
Can he see what's going on?
That's your call.
Okay.
I'm not in charge here.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. Yeah. So I'm not used to having this much power as a player. So
Yeah, I know.
I feel like, it's a solid moment where Alsan is just staring at this other Hallow. They're dealing with their stuff off the edge, and he's very, very confused as they sort of just shimmer, like they are there, and then slowly they're not. And so he's not quite sure when they left, but at some point they did, meaning that the amount of time that he's been standing here, it could have been 2 seconds, it could have been 10 minutes. So by the time he finally snaps to himself and looks over the edge, Hallow and the angel are gone.
Delightful.
So as for how Hallow actually escapes from the angel,
You don't have to know. That's fine.
yeah, I don't actually know how it happened. I don't see a crater down there. I don't see an angel anymore. I don't see a dead Hallow body. So I'm assuming something good happened, or maybe even worse than death happened. And he would just do everything he can to find a safe way down
Yeah.
at that point.
You don't just want to jump into Deadbridge Chasm from 400 feet up?
I mean, if he could have done it quick enough to land on the angel's back and then stabbed him a bunch, but then there's extra combat that we have to do. And I don't think that's actually what he would do.
Fair.
He
So
jumped
now,
off from Malikar, but he doesn't know Hallow quite well enough. Sorry.
Valid.
Hallow. I have to ask the question then. Where are you after that? Dardale can be present. This is up to you.
I don't like autonomy. That's why I'm a warlock.
That scans. That scans.
Valid point.
Good
A
one.
whole
Yeah.
bunch of shit just started making sense.
I mean, I'm going all this
Everything's falling
bullshit of asking everybody questions. Like, you could just be like, Robert, decide. I don't care.
I think that as the ground is coming up quickly, I think that Hallow's going to just focus on a point roughly 500 feet away and cast Dimension Door from out of Dardariel's grasp just 500 feet away in an attempt to get away, knowing that it's probably fruitless to actually try to get away, but at least gives her a second to try to regroup. So I think that she's just in the wreckage, standing amongst all of these dead angels and just destruction, just trying to catch her breath.
As you are invoking your magic, Dardariel, what do you say?
Yes, as you are invoking your magic, you noticed a few interesting things. In the panic of trying to reach Malikar's body, in the panic of trying to release yourself, Hallow, you see that Dardariel's figure is gentler, softer, leaner, not as male presenting as before, more androgynous, more delicate. And they hold you in a soft embrace, not grabbing you and trying to take you to the ground. No. As you cast your spell, the last thing you see is a fiery wings kind of die down a little bit as the angel stops to a halt. And in their forehead, you see a crown of fire that slowly coalesces into pure ash. And you see roses bloom from it. And your spell is cast. And you just hear a voice inside your head. At least you are safe. Think. You have grown. Come to me when you're ready.
and the shape shoots back up into the skies, not to be seen again.
Fuck.
I'm gonna do a little cut-in moment, and just after you've warped among all these dead bodies, after that, what is going through Hollow's head besides the word you just uttered?
I think nothing. Like, I think it's just the moment where there's just too much going on and it's just like blue screened. Like, she has no capacity to understand anything anymore. Like, it's just like the moment where you switch from like logic to like instinct, and she just shuts down and is like, I need to get out of here. I need to go someplace where I know that I'm safe. And just tries to like get her bearings to like just move to like anywhere that's not this immediate area, in like hopes that she might be able to parse things later. But right now it's just like pure instinct. Like, I need to move. I need to get out of here. Like, I have no idea what's going on. Like, just nothing.
Love that. Now, we jump over one more time to where our last session ended. I believe this is the Church of Deals.
It is, no, it is the church that Elsurioth was in command of.
So it's just nondescript Orzhov Church number 47.
Church number 7, if I'm not mistaken.
Cathedral.
Oh, okay.
37.
Cathedral
Let's...
number 7.
Cathedral number 7.
One of its many
Got it.
cathedrals.
Got it. And I paint the scene of Arkady from last time, before our other character entered.
The image coalesces in a room, extremely tidy. People have been there not long before, as it was where the meeting with Elsurioth had taken place before anything happened in the Parhelion. Everything is in place, still organized in the shape and order that the previous person that was holding Arkady's place had organized it. And Arkady's just slowly pacing around, removing things that are out of order and ill-organized, and just absent-mindedly just putting them back in his preferred order.
And then there's a knock on the door.
Arkady was not expecting anyone, so rapidly snaps his neck to the door, walks with purpose. Yes.
As the door opens, you hear a familiar voice as you see Malikar there, in his Dr. Ilvar disguise, saying, Arkady, you can't be slacking off right now. The portal may be closed, but our work isn't done. Come on, lady, need to move.
Arkady grabs Dr. Ilvar by the scruff of his clothes and boom, bangs him against the wall. Who are you?
This is your friend, the wizard.
Loosens the grip.
Your suspicion is well founded. This is fun.
I have learned better than to be surprised by this. I'm not even gonna ask how. But your time is fruitless here. I have nothing else to do with you. With them. With this place.
Nothing else? Nothing else to... Do you see what happened out there? Can I... And he says, can I step in as he walks into your office? Do you remember that whole thing where the two angels that are important merged together, and then the other ones, and there's like 4 angels, and then all the thousands of angels, and then they all died because of things? Like, none of that. You think there's any cleanup to do?
Wasn't really paying attention after that little scene with the angels merging happened. I don't understand what is happening. I don't see why this would happen.
It's
Wizards.
chaos. Doesn't mean we can't try to understand it.
Malikar, Ilvar, whatever you prefer, whatever you want me to call you. I don't understand what is happening. For one time in my life, I have not made choices that were set in motion by me. I don't like it, and I need time to reflect. I need time to think. I think what we're doing is part of something bigger, something that's out of our hands, and it will happen if we do it or not. So let it happen and leave me be.
So you can't choose your own destiny. You only get to steer the boat, and suddenly that means you need to give up? You know, I really had some respect for you before this conversation. Useless. And he goes to walk out the door.
You don't understand. You don't understand.
Pauses. Turns around.
Every shitty thing that happened to me was because of things I did. Because of choices. Wrong choices, yes. But I made them. And I was confident it was because of what I chose that the position I was in was what it was. But not now. Whatever I do, I am supposed to use this angel's benevolent power to do what? I didn't choose this. I don't know how to react to it. You see what I mean, right? I can live with bad things that happen because of what I choose. Free will is not in play here, and I thought it was. Look, I have suffered to climb in this forsaken piece of crap guilt, whatever this is. I climbed just to see myself fall, to climb again and find more different allies that could help me in fighting the ones that turn enemies. By myself. And now, it's all in the hands of this superior entity that's supposed to be righteous. What is this? What? I don't... kind of bangs the table and just continues laughing for like 30 more seconds.
You don't need the angels. You don't need the Orzhov. We don't need the Guild Pact. That's a conversation for another day. You need me, and I need you, and we need to save our fucking home. And that's not this church. That's not even this plane. That's those other 4 chuckleheads. So come on. There's work to be done, and you're letting some ideological barricade get in the way. What, is your magic gonna suddenly stop working?
At the sound of that statement, Arkady just kind of stops. Head bows down, starts taking one of his plated gauntlets, shows you a very pale hand. The veins are blackish and the skin is almost transparent. Actually, yes, something is happening. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure if I can help him for much longer. It's all pointless anyway. But you're right. Some people actually deserve that I care about them. They've cared about me even without me deserving it very much. By the way, why are you here? Have you contacted the others? They actually might give a shit.
Oh, you give a shit. Don't give me that hard exterior. Come on. We work well together. You know that. I know it. We could do great things now that you're finally turning an eye away from that guild you so infantilely clutch onto.
You have no idea what I've gone through. Give me a few days. I need to find out what's happening. I don't know what you know about the syndicates, but it's not normal that powers are granted by the death-backed angels. That doesn't happen. They grant boons, small riches, tokens. My main source of power is from the guild itself. Are you aware of the structure of the Orzhov? I mean, of course you are. Dimir. I fear something has happened to the head of the guild. I feel my power wane. I need to check out what has happened. Otherwise, I will not be able to help you anyway.
Arkady, I would take you, even if all you could do was wave that fancy stick with your magic gauntlets. But since you need this self-esteem boost that is magic, I'll give you a couple days. Now come on! Fine. I'll go find the others or something like that. Assess what the damages are going on, and when it's time to get in touch, your desk drawer.
I'll find you.
Oh no, look in your desk drawer after I'm gone. It'll be cooler that way. And he walks out the door and closes it.
Why always with the secret?
Yeah.
It's for the aesthetic.
Always be branding.
Opens the damn desk drawer.
There is a dark metal spy's murmur in it. It's like taped to the underside or something, so it'd be really hard to find if you weren't looking for it. Yeah, it's a little dusty. You think it's been there for a while?
Spy techniques. Taping the
Damn it, Malikar.
to the top of the drawer.
Tape. Hey, it's arcane tape.
Yeah, it's actually a little. It's like normal ass duct tape. It's actually a little sticky on the thing. When you put it in your ear, it's really uncomfortable. You have to wash it first.
Oh no, you're gonna have to use like rubbing alcohol or something.
Yeah, I was gonna get some arcane goo gone.
Prestidigitate that shit.
Oh man.
Alright. Alright. Hallow.
Hello.
After you've had, a minute, movement catches your eye. Something moving in the rubble.
Under the rubble?
No, it's like hopping over a dead body. It's small, quadrupedal, it's furry. Is that Dumbledore? The cat?
I'm just gonna get closer to them and just confirm whether or not it is what I think it is.
Pads up to you, looks at you in the face, kind of quizzically, like, "What are you waiting for?"
Just looked at me yes? Am I supposed to come with you? Are you all right? Is Malikar all right?
There are no answers to be found on the cat's face.
I'm gonna try to pick him up.
Sure.
Well, I don't really know why you're here, but I guess I can take you home. And I'm gonna start walking towards where Malikar's apartment is.
Alright. Sure. Why not? Right?
Beats the hell out of me. I'm just kind of
Alright. Nope.
try to figure out how the cat A survived or B got there in the first place.
Do you have the spell detect magic?
I mean, that'd be useful, wouldn't it?
Maybe. Do you know anybody who has detect magic? Or who can speak to animals?
I mean, yeah. I don't have detect magic, but I know somebody who could speak to animals. Can I cast message and try to like reach out to Sunniva? I don't know where they are, but I figure I can give it a chance and be like, Sunniva?
Hello?
Oh, you're here. Where are you? Are you okay? Is everything all right? All right, like relative. Are you physically all right?
Yeah, I'm not hurt. Fane and I are here.
Oh,
Are you?
good.
Are you on the ship? What is going on?
No, I'm down here. I need you to talk to Dumbledore.
What?
I found Dumbledore, and I need you to talk to him. So, just look up at the sky for a second, and I'm gonna like pop an Eldritch Blast off like straight up into the sky,
Oh,
like Yu Yu Hakusho style.
like you. We will.
That's
We will
me.
come. Okay, we will come find you. Hold on, and I'll turn to Fane and be like, "Hallow is here on the ground now."
Oh, we should.
That's what
see
her. I like point to the flare.
Yeah, I saw that. That was interesting. My passive is pretty good, actually. Okay, yeah.
Mine is there.
We should go towards her. You probably have better, actually, because, a little higher. Whatever.
So,
Okay, yeah.
Before you get there, we're gonna jump over to Alsan. You've gotten your way down off of Parhelion 2. I don't know, maybe you stole a skyjack or you just jumped and are cool. I don't know.
I think
The answer is not.
He was looking for a very safe way down, but I'm assuming there's people get up here. There's got to be a way to get down.
Yeah. Ask for a ride.
Stowaway or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
His goal now is to get to these two. I can't make the thing work. Yeah.
Well, before you get there, I think you find out of Malikar's demise somehow. Do you think that's meeting up with somebody, or do you think that would be that's something?
If in my head, the perfect way to do it would be that he gets down while Sunniva and Fane are still down there, still looking, or still even having this conversation.
They're like just finishing their hug out. There's fire in the air, and all of a sudden just like appears out of the shadows. Because he's stealthy AF.
That's what I do. Where did you find him? You found him, right? He's down here.
Just holds out the insignia that they found to show him.
I don't understand.
I don't.
It's okay, Sunniva. If you remember, there was a prophecy that he would have to sacrifice himself to save Ravnica. I think he did it. We've only found this, pointing to the symbol. And Ravnica is saved.
He just sort of like slack jaw for a second, just stands there as a bunch of things start to click together. Now the Ravnica is saved. He's very excited because now it's time to go save Amonkhet, right? That was the deal. But he's also just lost his friend, and he asks Fane, "What is how do people? I don't understand how people die here. They don't. Is he just gone? Do you not have an afterlife? Do you not have a? Is there nothing else?"
It's the way it's seen typically is you're gone. It's kind of like having a friend leave and never return. It's the best way I can explain it. There is no coming back. And Fane is saying this kind of like trying to keep from saying this in front of Sunniva, but not necessarily hiding it.
So he just got, that's it. There's no... And it just takes him like a solid 30 seconds to even... Death to him is a different kind of concept. People don't just disappear in Amonkhet. Usually it happens, but mostly they just walk around the desert as zombies forever, so at least you can go see your family. So what do we do now? What is typical here? What is... I don't know what to do here. I don't know what we're supposed to do with this. How do you mourn a friend here?
I mean, you remember them. You remember who they were. And people mourn differently. Some are sad for some time. Some are happy for the life they lived. Everyone experiences it differently. But the way you experience it isn't wrong, no matter how it is. The way you feel for losing a friend, that's yours, not ours. I am sad, but proud. Malikar chose Ravnica over himself, and though I'm upset he did it, I am proud of him. That's my way of grieving. You decide your own.
He will look around for a few minutes at the ground, and this was a huge explosion that he had done, correct? If memory serves. So I'm going to assume that there are some remnants of that, and maybe some rocks or sand or things have been almost glassed, and so he's going to go around and look for several small, just like shiny rocks or baubles from right around where you guys found him, and he'll collect those. And he'll look at Fane and at Sunniva and say, I don't know how, but I'll find out. And then we can go save my world.
Yeah, I will do my best to get some to help. I made a promise, and I intend to keep it.
Thank you, Fane. You're a good... You could be a friend, too. I could use a new one. Or just a few more.
He just kind of like pats him on the shoulder and goes, "It's been a short time, but I already consider you a friend. It's all right."
And then he'll look over at Sunniva. Maybe you too? And your animal friends?
Of course, Alsan, you were already my friend. And I will do what I can to help make your home free too.
I know we have to spend some time with this first. There's much to do, so...
I need to...
Sunniva, at this point you get a message from Hallow something along the lines of, "Where you at?"
Oh, sorry, we found Alsan. We are coming. Hold on. We need to go find Hallow. She's not too far. And I'll...
Pew, pew.
I've been
one?
looking at... What?
One.
Oh yeah, because Sunniva and Fane didn't see the whole like weird
Nope.
Hallow split thing happen.
Only,
We have
only
no
Alsan
idea.
did.
What
There
do you mean, which one? Hallow?
No, there was two of them. After so many things, lots of things, there was an angel, lots of angels, remember. One of them, their wings went on fire, and Hallow split into two. So... But then the other one disappeared, so I'm not totally sure that happened. I could have been hallucinating it.
Oh,
But I'm fairly certain...
what did the
What's this angel
other
look
one-
like?
Yeah, and see, it's a Hallow.
The other Hallow looked like Hallow. I think she had different clothes, but she looked the same to me.
Sunniva just starts booking it with their monk speed
So,
towards
At
a
this
Hallow.
point, you get to
Concerned
a
now.
Hallow.
Do-do-do-do.
Hello,
There
Prime.
are 4 people together.
I think.
Maybe.
I think. Sunniva, talk to Dumbledore.
Oh, Dumbledore, what are you doing here? I assume I am speaking straight up in common, but like Dumbledore understands me.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I imagine it.
I'm just like, holding the cat out. Like, you need to talk to this cat.
Because I've got my speech of the wilds as a Circle of the Shepherd druid. So
What do you say?
Dumbledore, how are you here? I'll sort of
So-
take him from Hallow and start rummaging for like rations. Does he look hungry? Is he all skinny? Is he okay?
He's a little bit of a chonker, just like before.
Oh, I feed him anyway.
Okay. He puts out and goes, and he's everyone else is just meow, meow, tail. But to Sunniva, it's very clear. He's saying, Sunniva, you need to put in your earpiece.
You all see Sunniva just like squint at this cat like what?
Oh,
It
good.
starts
I mustn't
condescendingly
just,
grooming itself.
going crazy. Oh.
So
He
is the
did say-
reason I
he
have
did
a
say
dog
something,
person.
right? He did say something, right? It wasn't. I
Yeah.
I don't know. He's looking at me like he had something to say.
I will Sunniva just starts rummaging around in their pockets where I angrily stuck the spy's murmur in, which I don't think anybody actually knows that they have, at least not in this group.
Yeah, I said, nobody knows that Hallow has one either. They are secret.
But Sunniva,
Arcady has
I
one
wouldn't
now.
think to hide it. Anyway, so I very obviously like pull out this ear thingy. The ear
I
thingy.
think- Yeah,
and
I
stick
think
it in.
Hallow like notices that you pull it out and is just like, what? Like, what?
I put it in and just sort of starts looking around. And I'm just like, hello?
You hear a familiar voice. Oh, finally. You found my cat? it's me, your Malikar. You know?
Sunniva like
Who's your
drops
friend?
the ration they were like holding out to Dumbledore, like distracted. Like
Dumbledore gives you a look and starts to eat it off the ground.
I imagine Arya is just like staring really intently at Dumbledore like this whole time, like right behind me.
I'm staring very
Maria's
intently
never
at
seen a
Sunniva.
cat.
What's
Maria's
that?
coming.
I'm staring very intently at Sunniva. It's like,
Yes, I probably lose like all my color in.
Sunniva, who are you talking to?
I don't know. It doesn't. What personality does it sound like? Like, is it
It
normal
sounds like-
Malikar? Or the
It
few
sounds like
occasions I've.
the one underneath.
Where are you? I say over the murmur.
I'm around, getting a few things handled, trying to figure out what state Ravnica's in. I'm glad you're okay.
How
I'm
are
assuming you all
you?
followed my advice and didn't jump after me.
Well, we are fine. How is this happening? And I take out the insignia that I just put away in my pocket, and I am just staring at it and like staring at Fane. Like I don't.
Sunniva, who are you talking to?
What is going on?
And I'm gonna say over my spy's murmur, Malikar, I swear to God, if you're alive.
Sorry, new earpiece. Who's calling here?
You bastard.
You son of a bitch. I say like
Yeah.
with a smile, like you can. It's one of those like you can hear the smile.
His
like-
response is like, yeah, but you're happy, right? Don't answer that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to know. Andy,
Assuming
over-
like the other side of your brain, you're still maybe hearing Sunniva like, "Where are you? What is going on? What happened? Why did you do that? Why couldn't we find you?" And you just like.
Sunniva, I'm a little busy, but later you can find me through this and also at my condo. But I have to do some things, and you can tell the others that too. Okay?
Okay. You all okay? How? Okay.
I'm not sure.
Does Sunniva believe him?
I don't know. What's Sunniva's insight roll?
Let's find out real quick. 14.
Probably. It's up to you, though.
Okay. So you've will saving you already, or should I'm okay.
Sure. Probably. And
As this conversation's going on, Alsan
Sure.
is glazed over and just staring at the rocks in his hand. And after a little bit, the rest of the party will realize that he is just not there anymore.
ooh,
Sort of
love it.
walked off on his own. So he has barely heard any of the words and is just now.
All right.
Huh?
I think at this point, since we have a little time to play with, we can break out. Also, somewhere along the way, we lost the beautiful Nunu to internet troubles, which is unfortunate, because he'd be who I'd flip to for the,
He's working on it.
Look at that
The cross
Arkady
scene.
energy in the
Yeah, it's a
Frame,
really good
though.
frame. Oh man.
yeah. It took me so long to notice because I thought it was just Nunu smizing.
Yeah.
If I didn't see Discord, I wouldn't have known.
It's true. I
He's
thought
just
it.
resting Arkady face.
So we are breaking out. We are breaking out into more abstract timing, and at this point, all of y'all can call for scenes that you're looking to do, and we're gonna start.
I would like to
With
go
Robert.
find Malikar, please. Or Robert could go first. if
You're
that's
next,
what you want.
Robert.
No. Just let her go first. Let her go first.
Okay. Megan's got an idea, so we're gonna go with that.
I'm dealing with weird shit on my shirt, so go for her first.
Oh, I understand now. So, Megan, you get to set the scene. Where do you encounter Malikar? Does he surprise you? Do you surprise him? Do you just arrange a meeting?
I think, since I am in charge, I think Hallow
You're the
is
captain now.
staying. Yeah, I think Hallow is staying, like in an inn. I don't think she's staying at the Rakdos Inn. I think she's just staying at like an inn. And Malikar just like shows up as he's wont to do, in a "you probably want to talk, huh?" type of deal.
Yeah.
Seems
So it's
fairly Malikar energy.
Yeah. So from Malikar's perspective, it's like, well, I need to talk to a lot of people, but I don't want to talk to Sunniva yet because that's gonna be awkward. So Hollow's the easy answer, and I want to say you like come, you're like going to leave your room, and he's just like walks out of the bathroom or something, like, "Hi, water pressure's a little low."
Yeah, I told the manager yesterday. They were supposed to fix it.
Managers,
You're-
bureaucratic
Yeah.
organizations, they just tend to fail you.
Yeah, just tear them all down, right?
Eat the rich.
Yeah, too fatty for my tastes.
I don't have
But-
to eat anymore.
You've made that abundantly clear. Well, I don't have to sleep anymore, so between the two of us, we
Ooh.
just don't really have much for basic necessities. You're alive.
Yeah.
Sorry to state the obvious, but you're alive. Nunu's back!
How did
Yeah. I'm alive. I'm pleased by this result, personally.
Me too. Do you care to tell me how you are alive?
I'm conflicted because on the one hand I feel like I owe it to you, but on the other hand that is so against my nature that I'm just balking at the concept. So I think I'm gonna need you to ask.
Oh, you need me to... So if I ask you a question forthright and straightforward, you will answer it? Or better yet, what if I tell you what I know and then you can just fill in the blanks?
I'll give you that first deal. You ask a question, I'll answer it to the best of my ability.
All right. How are you alive right now?
I don't know, I had that wiped from my memory.
That seems like a cop-out answer, but I mean,
To
if
the
it's
best
the
of my
truth, then
ability.
it's fair. All right. Well, how do you know?
There needs to be there's like a user operation file, a memory in my brain, where the concept is explained and why it's important that I don't know. So I understand the basic premise, but not the details. I know I have a different body. I think this is the one I went to Amonkhet with, the one that we ventured. Dr. Ilvar, as you knew him.
Right. So that is to say that between coming back from Amonkhet and you jumping off the Parhelion 2, you switched bodies.
Indeed.
Right. Okay.
Back when I visited my lab is at Guildhall.
Right. I did know that.
I told you.
Right. Interesting. So, do I still get to keep asking, or do you want to turn?
I'm just... I feel like... that's not the right voice. So... I feel like I owe a certain explanation to you because you're important to me or something.
Maybe
I think it's
that. I think I could make it easier for you if that helps. And I'm gonna take out this crumply piece of paper and hand it to you.
What does it say?
It says in a familiar-ish hand, there are others who could welcome your talents and skills, a place where you could make more of a difference. Use this, reach out, and learn their stories.
I gave you this.
You did.
Did you listen?
I did.
Good. This is not the... Do I need to be worried about you selling my secrets now?
No.
Should I believe that?
I don't know. Should you?
Come on, to the best of your ability.
Yes. You can trust me. Even though
I can't.
Yes, because of my erratic behavior.
It's very erratic. I mean, doing the same move, join the Dimir, go into the Rakdos as a cover, it's just overdone.
Do you think that was my choice? Rakdos?
Why would you listen to anyone else?
Fair.
Why didn't you tell me?
Next...
You were getting all on me about not telling you about my double Ilvar trat. What? You're just a hypocrite. Really.
Maybe. I'm turnabout is fair play, isn't it?
I was feeling guilty that I didn't let you know that I was gonna come back, and I let you think I was dead again. I was feeling guilty. I'm extremely miffed, Hallow.
Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out yourself.
I knew there was somebody looking into me. I knew they were in this group. I thought it was Fane.
Really?
Innocent faces.
I'm just gonna look at you. Just be like, yeah, maybe you're right.
So, you ready to tear down the Guild Pact?
It's what Ravnica needs, isn't it? Although I'd sure as hell like to figure out this ring, but priorities. We'll get to that when we get to that.
Well, I have to say, though, all these things, I'm happy. I'm so glad we can finally get on the same page.
Just one thing, if you don't mind. Don't tell Sunniva. They've had enough Demir nonsense. They shouldn't have to deal with this.
I'll make a deal with you.
All right.
I won't tell Sunniva about your secret, and you will make a proper oath to me that you're on my side about the guild pact. Because I'm supposed to trust you. I don't. I never will. But I don't believe you can look me in the eye and really sell it.
And I'm just gonna look him right in his metal warforged eyes. Like,
He looks pretty human exteriorly, to be honest.
you can trust me, Malikar. I promise to you that you can.
Let's get coffee.
Sounds good.
Alright, so that happened.
I'm sorry, Robert.
Man,
Oh my god.
Fucking Demir! The one
Sorry,
thing I don't
guys.
see. The one thing.
Sorry. I had a feeling everybody was onto me.
I believed Hallow. I believed her.
I
Wait.
believed. And Sunniva.
one
has
last
been-
question.
Oh,
One last
yep.
question. I don't understand the question. If you want to join the Demir, why didn't you use me to get you in? It would have been must have been way easier that way.
You were an Amonkhet, supposedly.
One
Maybe
spy's
if-
murmur away.
It doesn't work interplanally, Malikar.
I was
reached out
here.
and did what I saw you get taken. You must understand, although I guess I couldn't have trusted that was true anyway. I forged my own path well enough, and I'm there now.
I don't know. I'm proud. Pop is proud.
You know,
Anyway.
thank you. Coffee.
Coffee. God damn it.
Robert is
Son of a-
disappointed.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh, I'm happy.
I'm here for it. I love it.
All right. All right.
Oh man.
Love
That
you
was
guys.
good.
Sorry.
Who's next? Nuna, you've been gone for a while.
Can anyone really
Batter-
go next? We're over. I think we're done. Okay. Thanks everyone for being here.
Stream over.
Bye.
I've got several layers of
Arc-
shock that I'm still working through as Sunniva right now. It's a lot.
Jeez.
So-
like,
Arkady and Nehev. That you said yourself, there are things going on in the Orzhov Guild. What do you deign to approach next? You're muted.
no, you're nude.
You're pulling a Nunu.
No, you're pulling a nude.
Why? Hi, everyone.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Resolve strengthened by the conversation Arkady had with Malikar in the cathedral number 7. He doesn't even flinch once. The moment Malikar leaves the room, he starts gathering his thoughts, putting them down in a piece of paper, trying to see what the best course of action is, and soon enough he realizes it's futile and stands up, opens the door, greets everyone along the way, orders one or two of the syndics to do some kind of bullshit he doesn't care about, asks some of the thralls just to go pick some levis somewhere. He doesn't care.
So what I'm hearing is shit rolls downhill.
Yeah, and just exits the cathedral, walks straight up to the Church of Deals, Orzhova itself, home of the guild leaders of the Orzhov Syndicate, the Obzedat itself. As he told Malikar, part of his clerical powers come from the Obzedat, and he's feeling something is wrong. He's feeling his power is waning, so he, movie style, opens the double doors of the Church of Deals and walks in, not fully aware of what he should be expecting, just forging his own fate.
On your way in, before you get back to where the Obzedat's chamber might be, you catch sight of two figures who you recognize. Two figures that you wouldn't expect to see together. One is the Orzhov Scion, Kaya. The other, Ayala. They're approaching you.
Arkady, what are you doing here? Says Kaya.
I ask you the same. What? I feel a disturbance. I feel like something is wrong, and here I find you with her. Pointing at Ayla. What is this?
Well, I mean, she is one of my subordinates. Why would I not be with her? What kind of disturbance are you talking about?
Oh, I didn't know we started dealing with the Demir all of a sudden.
Kaya just looks at Ayala, looks back at Arkady. Ayala one more time. Well, sometimes you gotta do things that you don't tell your friends. Not a big deal. Demir are useful sometimes. Though I didn't know. Just turns towards Ayala. Like, how long?
Oh, a while.
Not a big deal. So you sense a disturbance. Yeah, that might be there's a little bit of a problem with the Obzedat.
What have you done? What have you done?
I've done nothing. They're just having some troubles. Few troubles. Nothing big, you know. Sometimes money comes into play, things happen. Sometimes new powers come in.
Huh. Why, though? Why?
Well, they didn't make good deals, and honestly, I was not happy about it. It's... how do I say this? The Orzhov is better now. That's all you have to know, Arkady.
With you, I reckon.
Oh, how do I say this? Yes.
You know, there's someone that could definitely do a better job than you. Someone that might have been prohibited of coming here because of said obsidat. And if something has happened to the Ghost Council, then the first priority should have been getting them out.
I feel like you're talking about somebody I know. Ooh. The problem is they made mistakes. Big mistakes.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She might be... what's the word I'm looking for? Incarcerated right now, however. Can't lead a guild incarcerated.
I see how it is. What is your plan? What do you want to do with Ravnica? Is this the end of your plan? Lead the guild? Take control of the Orzhov? I couldn't give a damn about it at the moment, to be honest. I need to know where you stand, and don't try to lie to me. Where do you stand? Where do you make the Orzhov stand? For Ravnica or against it?
Well, I think that I feel we're for Ravnica in the end. I mean, I have decided to forgive so many debts. I feel like it benefits the masses.
Arkady, at this point, you see a giant onrushing of ghosts coming back from the vaults of the Church of Deals. Freed.
That wasn't wise.
Maybe not.
That will set you back an enormous amount of time, an enormous amount of power that should not have been done.
We still have debts that can be, what's the word I'm looking for? Raised. Interest rates are very fickle here.
Very well. You have made your choice, and I do not believe you've done the same as I've done. There is someone that might be waiting for me. I don't think I need this anymore. Looking around the overly ostentatious decoration, the spirits just roaming freely, thinking about harnessing the power of them again, feeling the connection to the obsidat just completely shattered. Katie feels the earth, feels the plane calling. Thank you.
You're decision is yours.
I don't think we'll be seeing much of each other. And, Ayla? Is that your name? I get confused with the Demir.
You can call me that.
What are you doing here? Just do something productive.
I hardly think it's any of your business. My business is my own, and perhaps our paths will cross once more, but perhaps they won't.
You're right. You know what? You are right. It is none of my business anymore. Thank you, you two. You might not see me anymore, Kaya, and you might not see me anymore, Ayla, but I think this friend we mentioned, she might need to see me. That's the right choice. Goodbye. Turn heel. Leave.
Bye.
Bye, bitch.
Drop mic.
Ooh.
Does somebody over here have something?
Me?
One of these two.
Oh, I got lots of things.
Call a scene.
Pick.
Just make decisions that are deep and meaningful and will change the course of the storyline in irreparable ways. Like, it's not that
Yeah,
hard.
no-
Just don't.
No pressure. No
Roll a
pressure, just
D5.
think.
Oh.
So, I know we're messing with like time a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Or we can, right? I don't know.
So
Screw
back
time.
and forth. It can be 6 days
Yeah.
from now. Corey gave us
Time
up to
is
a
a
week period.
construct.
Right? That's why I'm like just,
Yeah.
checking before. I
You
don't
got
want
a
to like
window.
skip around time and get too confusing. Cuz I got some things for later in the week. I don't know if you want to do earlier things first.
Just pick something.
Yeah.
I'm
All
not
right.
in control.
Time is a construct.
So, at some point then, Sunniva will actually be returning to the Conclave for the first time in a long time. And they will be staying in, the same sort of like barracks that they used to, but their old room has actually been given away while they were gone. So,
Oh, sting.
they end up being assigned to what turned out to be Ayela's old rooms from back in the day. And yeah, someone at the Conclave is a huge asshole.
I mean,
So,
that scans was my understanding. So, like,
It's true. Sunniva has been saying that nobody in the Conclave has really liked them much since all of that stuff happened. And Robert is frozen on the best face right now.
Oh my god, you can just hold a face.
That was
yeah,
so
you
good.
frozen.
I was talking.
Seriously.
I'm not frozen. I'm just shocked.
Yeah, right?
I'm
Blended.
slowly-
So Sunniva is spending a few very difficult nights in that room, and eventually actually places a small flower wreath and hangs it outside the door like Ayala once told them to if they ever wanted to speak to her. So they will be doing that.
Hey, Ella.
I don't make these decisions. Sam dictates the scene.
Well,
you have
I
the
mean,
floor.
You have the floor. So I will put the floral wreath up and just sort of sit and meditate and wait.
What's the best way? Yeah, I think that there's just like a very, very tentative knock on the door. Like,
Hi, Phil. come out of, my meditation and take a deep breath, and I will just say, come in.
I'll push the door open.
Oh, even though Sunniva was waiting for them, it is still a shock to see her coming in like this. And Sunniva is sort of, choked up for a moment and not able to speak. And eventually I will just say, hi, Ayala.
You wanted to talk?
Yeah. There is... I think, there's a lot we need to talk about.
All right. And I think she walks in and closes the door and just crosses and sits down on the bed. It's like, what do you want to talk about?
Everything. You owe me so many answers.
Well, ask your questions.
But how? What do you really know about all of this that is going on? You know about this ring that Hallow has, and that Solveig had, and you knew things about Malikar, but why? How?
Well, you know how I know about Malikar. I feel I don't need to spell that out for you. As for the ring that your friend, she says that pointedly, has, I don't have much by way of understanding of it, but it didn't bode well for Solveig, as you saw.
Yeah. What did you do to Solveig? How could you do that to her?
What Solveig is, she did to herself.
That's not what she said.
Oh, and in the state she was in, you believed her. Or not really it at this point. Solveig let her need for vengeance consume her and became what she is now. She is not to be trusted, and she is certainly not Solveig anymore.
She said you betrayed her, and you left her there. That she became that thing because of you.
Before we get into deep, just quick shout out to Arkady for an awesome raid. Guys, this is very intense. Enjoy the drama, and thank you so much for coming here and watching us play. All the love to you guys.
Arkady.
Thanks, Arkady.
Oh, thank you.
Continue.
Sunniva.
She was in a magic circle and could not lie, so she was telling the truth about those things.
Was she telling the truth, or was she telling her truth? They're different things, Sunniva. I did not turn her into that. That was her choice.
How? How did it happen?
I am not well versed on the realm of revenants, but I'm sure I could find somebody who has information. But that is not within my understanding.
But the ring... Was that why it happened? You know about that ring. I know you do.
The ring didn't make her what she became. If that's what you're asking, your friend is not going to become a revenant because she is wearing the ring. Becoming a revenant was a choice she made because all she wanted was the ring back.
Why did you steal it from the Conclave? Or why did she steal it? I don't know. You left together, but now I don't know if you did. You both left at the same time, and I don't know why neither of you could tell me or take me with you.
Sunniva,
I would have gone.
I have a duty, a job, and that is what comes first. Unfortunately, I am told to do something and I do it. The ring was one of those things. There is no malicious intent or deeper meaning behind my actions. I am acting on orders just as you do.
Not just as I do. You don't have to do all the orders you are given. Not when they hurt people. You should know that. I thought you did.
You don't.
Once at least.
I wish that I could make you understand that there isn't an option. Sunniva, I don't want to hurt you, but I have a duty to my guild.
Then why did you have to ever pretend otherwise?
Pretend what? That I was Selesnya?
That you cared about me. You used to say we would be together forever, and then you left. I would have.
I have told a lot of lies, Sunniva, but that's me caring for you, me loving you is not a lie.
I really want to believe that.
I want you to, but I understand that you have no reason to. But you asked me to come here, and I came. And I'm telling you what you want to know to the best of your ability, to the best of my ability.
How do you know? You said a lot of things the last time that I saw you. I don't know how you knew them. Things that didn't happen yet. You knew about Malikar and the portal, and you said that I would hear Mat Celestia, and I need to know how you knew that and what it means. I've seen some things now. Since that day.
Of course you have.
And I don't know what they mean. And I thought you might know.
Sunniva, I don't have all of the answers for you. I have some. But there are things that I don't know. And
well, I just don't know who to believe about anything anymore. Everybody lies about everything, and then they go away. I don't know what to do next. I don't know how I'm supposed to help. I don't know why I'm supposed to be able to help. I can do these things now, Ayala, I could not do before. And I'll just sort of like druidcraft like my bracelet a little bit so that more blossoms like branch off and appear. I'll be like, I have never. Solveig always told me that my abilities were because of Mont Celestia. And then when I was cut off, I realized that those were not. She was lying about that. But now I can do these things, and I know that these things are because of Mont Celestia. I can feel it, it's different, and I don't know what it means or why it is happening. Or what I'm supposed to do with it.
That's Sunniva, we are not meant to understand everything. That may be an insufficient answer to your questions, but we are not meant to understand everything. We can react to what happens and try to understand it that way, or I wish that there was something I could do to bring you peace.
You could start just. You could start just saying that you are sorry you left me like that. You've never said sorry for that.
There's not much I have done that I feel sorry for. But I am sorry for leaving you, Sunray. I never wanted to.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. And I will pull one of the little flowers that I just made out and like reach across the bed and stick it behind her ear.
And she's gonna like reach up and like hold their hand as they do that just for like a second and then let go. Should you need me, you know how to find me. I will try to be there when you do.
Yeah.
I
Thank
mean
you
it.
for... Okay. Then... Thank you.
And I think Ail's gonna stand up and just like walk over and kiss the top of Sunniva's head and then leave.
And Sunniva just sits there playing with their bracelets for a very long time. Go.
Chris.
Muted.
I know. I got it before I said too
Okay.
much.
Okay.
I was like, wait a minute, Nudu just did this. I don't want to do it again.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. Nudu, you left us with
Too
this
much
beautiful
discuss.
smolder for so long that it was
Yeah.
really nice. It was a good frame to leave on. So when Alsan walks away, he is singly determined to find out how he's supposed to handle this. He will obtain a room at just any local inn for a few nights. The first thing he's going to do is take the stones that he has gotten and make a bracelet with them. And he'll put that, I imagine the cartouches he has from his other friends as well are like bracelets, so he's putting that with it. And he will spend about 3, maybe even 4 days of his time here researching different death rituals, grieving rituals, different burial rituals, funerals, and things like this, and trying out some of them. Now, he doesn't have a body, so he can't really do much with that, but he will go through the steps of having like his own personal funeral. He will burn sort of an effigy of Malikar. He will try sort of some speaking with the dead rituals, any sort of thing to try and figure out what is this in him right now. He does not understand. He has never had to grieve the death of a loved one. He's never had to deal with this. And he's just feeling nothing. He just doesn't, he knows there's supposed to be something here. And so it's for him very silent for 4 days as he's just looking through books, occasionally talking with people, occasionally seeking some sort of solace within any of the different religious temples he can find around. And on the 4th day, he's more angry than anything else that he's supposed to feel something. And let's say there's he's trying like the burning of the effigy ritual. This is the last one because he's like, cremation is one of these, and he accidentally ends up burning himself a little bit on it. It catches this bracelet that he made, and as he rips it off, the pieces just scatter across his this inn floor, and it's dirty and dingy, and he's in a place where he doesn't really know many people, and his world is still in turmoil, and he lost somebody. He actually really genuinely lost someone this time. It's not like they're just walking around somewhere. And it hits him that all of the people that have just been walking around, all of these people that he has loved, he's lost all of them too. They don't exist anymore. Not only is Malikar gone, his parents are gone, his family is gone, his friends, and he just starts crying, and he just breaks down and sort of falls down to the floor, and he's just there for a long, long time. He starts crying about Malikar, but it transcends into friends and family and anyone that he has known and the people that he never even got to know because of the way that his society worked. It was just too. He never got to grieve. He never had to grieve, and so now he's grieving all of them at once. And that's about the rest of his day. I'd say he just falls asleep, and then the next morning the sun is shining again, and he gets up, and he's okay now. And he makes his way off to go find probably Hallow or Sunniva or just anybody. He wants to see somebody.
Chris, thank you. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I got a little.
After they broke my heart, man.
That was.
Well, it's hard to follow up. I mean, that was a lot.
That was absolutely beautiful. But I'm actually not even going to make anyone follow it up because I think on your way out of the inn, guess who else was staying there and you bump into on the way out?
Malikar!
Rose! Could be a cat, right?
It's
It's a Malikar.
It's Hallow.
Is it Hallow?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh. Hallow.
Oh,
Is it
hi.
now? Which are you the? I don't know how to say this. Are you the real Hallow?
Well, that's a question. If you're asking if
Yeah,
I'm the
certainly.
Hallow, I'm the Hallow.
Let me put it
that
this way:
went.
are you my friend?
I think she thinks for a second. It's like, yes. I was with you in the desert. I am, whether I'm the real one or not, I am the one that you know.
That's all that matters to me. I don't care who that other one is. You're the one that I've met. You're the one I've spent and risked my life with. So, as far as I'm concerned, you're the real Hallow to me.
Thank you.
I did have a couple questions. One, what? And also, how?
I don't know, and I don't know.
Fair.
Truly, Alsan, I'm not trying to keep anything from you. There are powers working
And he'll just stop you and be
around
like,
me.
no, I trust you. It's fine. You don't know.
Terrible
and you don't
decision,
know.
really. Terrible decision. But,
That's okay.
Oh.
It's not a big deal. I don't understand much of the things that go on here. So there being two of you and you're not sure how it happened, sounds reasonable. I just figured out how to deal with death, so I've got a lot to
Oh.
learn here.
Are you doing all right?
I think so. I think I am. I think I'm okay. I had another question though. What do you know about the Dimir though? Because apparently I signed up for that, and I saw your name a couple names above mine in the sign-up list, so I figured if anyone could help me, I was gonna ask Malikar, Ilvar, or whatever, but he doesn't really. I mean, he doesn't tell the truth. So, but also he's dead now. So that is what that is. So maybe we can. You could tell me more about the Dimir, and you could kind of help me in this transition, sort of find a new purpose. After we save my world, obviously. You seem pensive.
God.
Is everything okay?
God, do I? All right. Well, so how do I guess, so you know when you like have a bandage on a wound, and when you're ready to take it off, sometimes it hurts a little bit because it holds on to like the hair and the skin, and it's just easier to rip it all off at once and have it hurt just briefly for a moment than trying to pull it.
Do it slowly with salves and like creams and magics. Like, why would you rip that off? You could just damage yourself again. You don't know if it's fully healed. Why would you? Is that a thing all of you do here? It's crazy.
All right. So the
You must
long
take care
way
of your wounds.
with salves. So one thing led to another at one point in time, and Malikar is alive again. I tried to go, so I couldn't. He's back.
No, that's not how this works. When people die here, they die, right? They don't come back.
Usually, yes, but Malikar...
No, did someone take him to Amonkhet? No one took him there, right?
No,
He didn't wind up there.
Alsan, it is not for me to say. I will just tell you that he is all right. Or
where is
a
he?
version of him is all right. I'm not sure I saw him the other day, but I didn't know where he went. So he could ask any... actually, come with me. Come, and I'm gonna, like, drag you up to my room at the inn and close the door. Be like...
Okay.
Nobody can know that you saw my name on that book.
There's a lot of other people that signed that book. I'm fairly certain many of them saw your name. Though they probably didn't know who you were.
The people who signed the book can see my name. It's the people who have not are the ones who can't. If you understand. It's...
No, I'm sorry. I don't quite get what you're trying to tell me here. I don't understand how things work here very well.
And I'm just gonna
Do you want me to just not say anything? Do I not tell, like, Sunniva, Fane? Do I not tell the other you?
Say into the spy's murmur, I have no idea how you managed to keep this a secret for so long. How am I supposed to explain any of this? And I'm gonna, like...
You hear? Keep in mind, Malikar has zero context on what's happening right now, so his response is going to be kind of offhand. Deflect. Just every time it comes up, change the topic. It's easy.
No. So the book... Oh, sorry, to answer your first question, no, absolutely do not tell Fane or Sunniva or Arkady or Malikar. So you signed the book. It's like a secret pledge to the organization, and the members signed the book.
It's the worst restaurant I've ever been at. I've never had to pledge to a restaurant. What is this?
So...
Did I sign my soul away or something here? Am I in servitude? This is why I had so many questions about the Dimir.
Of course, the newbie has to explain all of this. No, Alsan, it's...
You don't have to.
Alsan, I think it would be better for you both mentally and perhaps emotionally if you were to ask Malikar these questions. And then I say in the spy's murmur, deflection coming up.
Excuse me?
Oh, you'll know it when you see it. And just say it outside. Be like, we can make sure that you have some time with him and he can tell you what it is you need to know. I'm still rather new. I don't think I'm not one to
Hallow.
give instruction. Yes?
Make me a wisdom save.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm very bad at them, so of course I can. Let me get a d20.
When you say that we're gonna go, that I need to speak to Malikar, he just sort of like glazes over again.
That was a natural 20, no shit. So...
Okay. So
24?
you know that Malikar is scrying on your location. You can opt to fail.
Yeah, I'll fail it. That's fine. If I know
Cool.
that he's trying to get in.
Sure.
Makes it easier for me. I don't know what I'm doing.
Hmm.
I'm just a little baby Demir ancient. What do I know?
Nothing.
Alsan, he's all right. So you're going to see him again, and when you see him, he can answer any questions you might be having.
Right now would be great. Right now would be very great. Right now.
Oh, so right now would be great.
I'm a little
Fantastic.
busy. I'm about to meet with Sunniva. It's kind of a bad time.
So right now isn't great, Alsan, but
Right now isn't great. Yeah, I would agree.
So something. Malikar is finicky? Finicky. Yes, finicky. Or fussy, perhaps? Either way, he comes when he wants to appear. Like out of your bathroom when you're trying to leave. But he knows.
How do you know that right now is not a good time for him? How do you know that?
Just a hunch.
Where is he right now? I'll go meet him myself then.
That I don't know. But once you know more, you will be able to... Communication gets a lot easier once things progress as they should. You can see that right now, not great. But soon, better. All you need to know right now is that nobody else can know that my name was in that book, and that I will make sure that Malikar comes and explains what you need to know. Does that seem fair?
I feel like he's really upset right now. And not necessarily at you directly. But you can just see it on his face that like he's trying to quell some fury within himself. And not doing a very good job. And so he will just sort of grunt in your general direction and walk out the door.
Then I'm just gonna like pop in the spice around. So that went well.
Yeah, I was still watching.
Alsan oh, yes, right. Talk to him when you have a chance before he gets angry at me, please. I'd appreciate it.
Decent chance I get to it before you have to interact with me again. Like 60-40. I don't know, Sunniva might just kill me. We'll find out. Oh, by the way, alibi. If I don't call you again, you should probably check if Sunniva killed me.
You know what? That's fair. I wouldn't put it past them. And it would be warranted by all accounts. I mean, I'm fond of you, but you do deserve for them to murder you.
I mean, as far as I know, I'll come back again, so...
Oh. Of course you will, Darksteel.
Can you not?
How long do you...
That's not my name.
How long do you need to be in the Dimir before you get a really cool nickname? Do you get... I didn't get one at sign up. Do you get one at sign up, or...
I'm actually surprised you don't have one. Normally you're superior. I get to name you.
Oh, I have never been more scared for my life.
Oh, God.
Well,
I've never been more...
Here's...
We'll put a pin in this.
Well, here's hoping Sunniva murders you. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah. Thanks. So, that was wonderful. Sam, where's Malikar meeting you? Well, meeting Sunny.
Oh goodness, well, is this plan just to like fucking roll up to wherever they are right now, or is this actually...
He's just gonna pop out of your bathroom.
Right?
It's It's either just roll up or shoot your matches to meet him at like where he lives, his condo.
Oh, that's true. That makes sense. Yeah,
So
that's
like,
probably a good
meet
spot.
me at 2 for tea.
Yeah, Sunniva, wants to go and check on Dumbledore
Tuesday,
anyway.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. So yeah, I will make my way to where I know Malikar lived. I go there.
All right. So you roll up to his apartment, which is like a condo. Yeah, it's not an apartment. Which overlooks part of the Transguild Promenade, which has been pretty messed up at this point. But mysteriously, this part is relatively untouched. And as you open the door, it's like walking into the past. It's like nothing has changed from last time you were here. Even the little like messes and stuff, the tea kettle where it was left with the like there's no tea left in it, but feels like everything's the same.
Oh, that's unsettling.
And he walks in from the kitchen. Just, you're here. Good to see you.
Sunniva will 45-foot monk speed over and give him like a big hug that probably kind of hurts. Like it's not like it's a really tight hug that's a little stronger than they actually mean it to be.
I like the idea that you actually come in so fast the arcane ward bounces you off for a second.
That would be amazing, and it happens now.
And then
I'm moving with the speed of a punch. But...
Yeah.
And then I give you a big hug. And after a moment, they totally give him like a big shove, like an angry like.
He probably like falls down onto the couch. He's not that athletic.
It's not really like a gentle, friendly shove either. Like it's like big, genuine hug, and then monk push.
That may be the craziest roller coaster I've ever been on.
I should have known that all of that was a lie.
What? What was the lie?
You're here. What happened?
I fulfilled the prophecy. I died in the portal, which caused it to close. Something I should have done a while back. Body destroyed, explosion, falling rubble, and a lot of necrotic energy. But I had a backup.
What?
You see, it wasn't just wild magic that caused this dong-dong hard exterior. There's actually a lot of careful planning. Contingencies and contingencies. I can tell you some things, but you have to promise me you won't tell anybody. Especially not Hallow.
I have never told anybody anyone else's secrets. Nobody seems to care, but I've never told anybody things. I can keep your secrets,
Sunniva,
Malikar, but why? Why can't you tell us? You should have told us.
This is the kind of thing that if you tell somebody, the wrong person, I could die. But I'm telling you because I owe it to you. Kind of. Probably. Shut up. Sorry, not shut up. Fuck.
I already said that I will keep your secrets, Malikar, but I wish you would trust the people who care about you.
Here's the thing is I have a lot in history of not doing that because it leads to things like the last time I had a good family like this, trusting the wrong people got them killed. So I'm a little slow to trust now. But I didn't dive off that sky ship and die to save Ravnica. Did it for you. Because you live in Ravnica. You're important. You're an example of what this world should be.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I do.
I can't even pretend to begin to really, honestly understand why all of this has happened. How you have backup plans and you came back, but I found this, and I pull out the mangled, piece of Malikar stuff that we found. And I have seen some things since that explosion happened, and I don't know what is happening or what I need to do. And then you were gone, and now you are back, and I don't know what do you remember now of things?
Most everything. Now. Although I'm going to see your previous partner about a piece of that still. I don't think it'll be a friendly chat. But the point that I haven't actually told you the important details yet. I don't know if you care.
I care.
But
and Sunniva will finally sit down, because I imagine they've just been sort of looming over Malikar after pushing him down this whole time.
So, as you sit down, Malikar stands up to explain. He says, so, and he casts non-detection just in case on the area we're standing, and says, "Do you remember that horrible, Demir dream that you got way back where you killed one Mordal Turpin?"
Yeah, that has been hard to forget.
As you've learned, that was me. That wasn't the line of events, but that time in history, doing that job, was roughly accurate. But that was 1,800 years ago.
What?
Vampires live a long time.
What? Sunniva jumps back up to their feet now.
Zodek,
just
not me. No, previous Demir Guildmaster was around a long time ago. Anyway, that's back when I was human, and then all that shit happened. I got betrayed by Azorius. My family died. I joined the Rakdos Guild, did all that stuff, and after that, Dr. Ilvar was born. Out of my planning and work. Started working in the Azet, and I found ways to make these constructs that I could put my memories into. Adjust, erase, get it just right. And the one that you were interacting with was one that was set to blind mode, sort of. It didn't have awareness that it was part of something bigger. It had those memories wiped out of it. But I'm full flight mode now, so to speak. When I jumped off Parhelion 2, I didn't know I was coming back. And I thought it was going away. And I chose not to say goodbye to you. And I'm sorry? Say something so I know you're not mad.
I'm glad that you are still here somehow. I don't understand. I'm talking to you, but I am not talking to you. There are like other sociopaths.
Yeah, I have a number of agents throughout the city who are me. We just take the mental, cognitive load and put it into a new body.
So, but I am talking to all of you now?
Well, you're talking to the one that has all the information. Except Skrecht. Which I need to see someone about.
Oh. You don't need to do that. Why?
It's less about the memories themselves, more about the principle of the thing. You come into my house and tamper with my machines and erase what is mine. And I can't just let that go, now can I?
What? You think... Oh.
Do you remember what Ayla said back in Amonkhet in that safe house? He practically told it to us. I just didn't have the context to understand at the time.
But why would she do that?
My guess is a misguided attempt to protect you from that painful identity. It's a mistake, but to make sure that Ayla never forgets.
That's... Everybody keeps doing all of these things to try and protect me, and it doesn't.
You know, that's a pretty valid observation. Unless you need anything else, I actually am running late for talking with Alsan. I think he's really angry. I don't think he took the whole I died well.
No, he did not. He doesn't understand. Not really.
Yeah, it's okay. Neither did I until just a little, after it happened.
Well, I still don't understand either, so, I mean...
But the important factor is, I need you to tell absolutely nobody, because nobody else gets to know. Especially not Hallow.
Why? She is our friend. She will understand.
60-40.
I know that you don't like that she is in Zaractos now, but
Yeah,
I mean, you know, I will
really
keep your
don't.
secret about it, but
I really dislike the whole Rakdos thing. It really gets to me. It grinds my gears.
yeah, well,
Grinds my gears. I don't have gears.
I do not know any better.
Alright. You can hang out with Dumbledore. But I gotta run. Oh, and this little part of the living room will be warded against scrying and stuff for the next 7.5 hours. So, ta-ta. And he just flies out off the balcony.
Okay. Sunniva will just sort of stand in the empty apartment for a little while and sit down and just cuddle with Dumbledore for a while whenever he wanders over by them.
Oh. He wanders over by them very often because Malikar controls what they do.
Well, Sunniva doesn't get it, so they'll just sort of grab Cat and like cling on to him for a while.
All right.
Yes.
That was pretty good.
That's
All
a
right.
lot.
So it is one of you two.
Shall I go? All right, go ahead. All right.
Cool.
After exiting the Orzhov at the Church of Deals, after the conversation with Kaya and Ayala, Arkady stops to see the remaining spirits fly free and be absolved and released back into the natural cycle of things. He walks around for a little bit aimlessly, not sure what to do. Stands in front of a partially ruined building afflicted by the war. Starts tracing his sigil in midair and casts costly. You see that drawing magic from whatever source he draws it from hurts a little bit, and every time he does it again, it hurts. Casting Sending with the following words: Old friend, Desa. Circumstances are dire. One sits at the guild that does not know what to do with it. I have washed my hands of it. Your grandfather is no more. Do what you will. Ending the spell. With that, and not really awaiting any answer, starts roaming around through the streets of Ravnica. He looks back and sees the spirit still pouring from the vaults of the Orzhov, and feels the pure chaos emanating from it, and that draws him a little bit closer to his will of restoring order. He walks and sees the Parhelion 2 in the distance. Still the shadow of war looming over it. The corpses of the disintegrated angels, the necrotic energy flowing through the air, and this, above all, chaos. And that brings him a little bit closer to his desire of order. Walking aimlessly brings him to the Azorius. He sees a party, a law mage, he thinks, a few soldiers lying on the ground, lifeless. He doesn't know how long they have been there, but they're dead, no one cares, and chaos rules once more. And that brings him a little bit closer to that desire of order. Finally, he sees himself somewhere in Ravnica, somewhere he has not been before. And on the ground lies a broken stone circle representing what he thinks is the guild pack. A circle with 10 little circles with the guilds, with the symbols of each guild on it, just broken in half. He takes the one that has the half that has the ores of insignia in it and throws it away. Keeps the other half, a symbol of the broken guild pact. Pockets it. Takes his finger to his ear. Malikar?
Yes.
It's about time we do something about this. We need to put some order in this place. Are we ready?
Arkady. I was born ready.
Where do you need me?
It was also birthed from a tube, yes.
Yes.
All right. All right. Hallow. Is there any desire for you to seek out Dardariel?
I was just thinking that there is. Like, literally, within the last 8 seconds, I thought that was a good idea.
Seems I have good timing.
Yes.
And keep in mind, we're getting close on timing, so scenes have to be a little clipped.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to set the scene, or do you?
Yeah, if you'd be so kind.
All right.
Autonomy, not a warlock thing.
Yeah, it's not. I think, you know how the Selesnya Conclave is on the end? It's the end of a big road in my imagination.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a lot of things out along this little road. You know, Arkady's church is there, the Boros Brew is nearby. You go far enough down, it's Deadbridge Chasm, I guess. I think Dardariel sets it up, and there's just this little nice open-air terrace where you can get some food, where you can see the chasm on one side and the conclave on the other. And of course, the churches of the Cathedral of the Orzhov in the middle. And there's no one else there. It's like ransacked and shit.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Excellent. Yeah, so I will... Yeah. Are we sitting, standing? Like, I'm trying to paint a word picture in my head.
As you approach the little terrace and make your way towards Dardariel, they do not turn around. They wait for you to approach. And as you approach, the balcony where you're standing overlooks the conclave. You can see Vitugazi there, the big tree in the center of the conclave. And a little ways down, somewhere there, you see a figure. There's no one else around, but a figure is there. A very, very familiar figure. It's you.
Yes, of course it is.
But she's far away. Next to you stands this angel, androgynous angel. Fiery wings. But you see where before there were scratches in the skin, you see there are patches of green growing and moss and almost fixing the wounds that were once there. And Dardariel just turns to you and says, "So you have come for answers, yes?"
Can I see the me that's in the distance?
Yeah. She doesn't see you, but you can see her.
Right. I think Hallow just kind of doesn't respond to that first thing, and the first remark and just kind of like walks past them, like towards the edge of the balcony, like looking out, and just says, "Maybe she will be what you need. where I can't be.
That is your first mistake. I am not in need of anything. You are the one in need, and that's why you're here. That's why you've come back here. Right?
There's no sense in lying. I'm just confused. I've been confused for quite some time.
Hallow, of course you're confused. You are not yourself, and yet you are. Look, and they point towards the distance, to the other Hallow. She is you, and you are her. As before, I was Dardariel, and you see their visage kind of darkens and sombers and resembles the death-backed angel that you saw before, and then comes back to this peaceful, tranquil face. And I too am Dardariel. Hallow, you were always right. It wasn't my voice you heard, I was but a vehicle. Kind of looks into the distance towards Vitugazi. My messages came through there. The world soul herself was speaking to you all along.
That can't be true.
It is. I don't know what happened that dreadful day. In the blister coils, when you got separated, I got separated from my other half. You saw what happened in the Parhelion. Everything, the sense of duality. Was it supposed to be a lesson? For you, for me? I am not sure. I wish I had more answers for you, but the truth is... Kind of extends their arm towards the massive tree in the distance. I can no longer hear the voice. Just a faint melody. Concentrate. Focus on me. You'll hear it too. Faint.
I will try to listen.
You try to listen and it's just silence. And you see as you reopen your eyes and look at Dardariel, they're just weeping. I see. It is... You have learned a lot. This split has told you and taught you how to make decisions on your own. You have grown. You are ready for more, but if you want to reconnect with the world soul, you need to reconnect with her. She points towards the other Hallow standing a few feet below, looking into the distance as well.
And if I do, which one of us is real? Do I remember any of this? What happens? And what happens if I don't? What, does she just exist and I exist and...
You seek answers that I do not have the answer for. I remember some things of my time split apart. But it does not matter, because it's you.
I don't understand. How is it different? You're an angel and I'm just me.
Yes. Now think on it. You've seen what happened to angels that have split. It has only happened to angels, and yet here you are, a simple human, afflicted by the same thing that angels are afflicted. What do you think that means? You're destined for greatness. The decision is yours. You can stay on your path, although I shall be saddened by it. But if you want to reunite and be whole again, I can help you.
I don't want to forget what I've done. I can't. This is the most me I've felt in my entire life, and I can't lose that.
I understand. The experiences you've gained are there. Even if you don't remember it neatly, correctly, you have been through them. You have passed through fire. You'll remember it. Deep down.
That's not good enough.
The decision is yours. Your sense of emptiness would be over. Your sense of lack of north. Your doubts. They are all caused by the duality. You could do more with.
I'm afraid. Of her, like looking at other how, of you, of me.
We all have fear in our hearts. It is what we decide to do about it that marks us apart from the common folk. It is what marks you apart from the others. If you wish to live in the shadow of your fear, I cannot help you. But I can help you aim higher. All you knew was true, Hallow. The world soul was speaking to you.
You fed me lies my whole life, and why would I believe that you're telling the truth now?
I have not fed you any lies. As I said, that my messages were the messages of the world soul. Once the duality hit me, then it was the other Dardariel. Well, technically, half of me that fed you all the lies. The other half was trapped alongside her. And points at the other Hallow. That's why you haven't seen any of us. Until Feather stroked down short, releasing us.
And if I say no, what happens then?
Everything remains the same. I weep, she weeps, you will weep.
I can't. I don't know, but I need time. I don't know how much you can give me or how much I have or anything, but this is too much for me to take in. There's only so much.
They place their hand on your shoulder, and you feel the green vivacity of the conclave itself. You feel it just pulsing through you. It's fine, my child. Your path is your own. I just wish you could travel it as a whole and not as splinters. But the decision is yours. There are only two ways to join you. Either you do it willingly, or someone will have to strike you down. But I won't do that.
Strike me down. Or strike her
Yes.
down.
Both.
Well, we shall cross that bridge when we get to it.
Tears continue to roll on their face. I understand. I will wait as long as I can. This has never happened to humans before. I don't know what to expect. Be careful. Kind of kisses your forehead.
That was all right.
That was a lot.
Just noises.
Chris,
Noises.
where does Alsan Sura find Malikar? You're
Got it.
nodding.
I feel like it would make a better scene if he catches you sort of with us all congealed back together.
Sure. That makes me nervous.
I
All
feel
right,
like, I mean,
in which-
we're sort of getting to that.
Yeah, we are. There's like one scene that I was supposed to get to that I didn't. It's for Fane.
We can do that. We can do that first.
Okay. Fane, Lillian, go.
Oh, okay.
I choose
I
you!
have to go back.
Robert, set the scene.
1.5 times speed.
Fane, Fane seeks out. Fane seeks out.
Oh no.
Oh my god, am I having problems? We're good?
I'm having a hard time. Is it me? Am I having
Right.
problems?
No,
No,
you're
we're
good.
good.
No, Robert's
Both good.
now.
Me?
Robert down.
Oh shit. Hold on. I have an idea. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah, you're
Absolutely.
good.
Go,
Good.
go.
Okay. So, I figure Fane will seek out Lillian in a place he knows and invariably find her there. And come up to her and be like, hi. It's been a while since I've seen you here. I want to
Fane.
remember.
As you say that, you catch through an open door the face of Ayala walking away, leaving the area. That's where Lillian came from.
Oh, okay. So, nope, I have to ask that question first. Yeah, I saw. What was she doing here?
Oh, well, we just have some business to take care of. That is all.
Of course, Tamia, right? Yeah.
What? And Lillian kind of like does a double take because she doesn't know that you know about Ayala, really?
Oh, yeah, we've met a few times. Things have happened.
Do keep interesting friends these days.
Yeah. Some stuff. Oh, I don't even know. It's so hard. You know what? I'm going to go with what I think is most important right now. I want to remember. I don't want to hide these memories anymore. Do you know of any way I can return myself to how I used to be? Heal my mind. Do you know?
I do know that there are ways to do that. There are magics that would give you those bits of your memories back. And I understand wanting to find them again. Just make sure it is what you really want before you make that choice, Fane.
Lillian, it may not be long for you, but I have spent some time in my own mind. I am stronger than I used to be. I don't want to run away from anything anymore. That includes memories that might be painful. I will take them all on. I will suffer if I have to. And I will fight on if I have to. But I'm not going to run away anymore. I will be who I am, the good and the bad, if I need to be. I am willing. So please, show me.
Well, if you are sure, we can have that done. I think actually you have some friends of your own who might be able to help you with that. It is, I mean, not simple magic, but it is a magic that is simple enough to do. And it will not be easy to remember these things, Fane. And remember that there are people who don't want you to remember them, and you need to be careful.
I understand. But I feel knowing the whole is more important than those worries. I don't want to be the man that ran away from his problems. Was it that dangerous or not? I want to know. It's the most important thing right now for me. Is just knowing. Because I feel like it would at least inform me of a lot.
Well, I have to say I do not like it, because I like to think you are more at peace this way, but it is what you want. I will help you to learn again, to remember. Don't, though. You have friends who can do these magics for you. Don't trust that Orzhov friend of yours.
Arkady, I've spent quite some time with him. What is...
Whatever he may say, he will not be on your side when the time comes. The Syndicate, they do not care. And Lillian's face is like set very grimly, and her eyes sort of look distant, like she's remembering something right now.
I mean, I don't disagree that the Syndicate cannot be trusted, but he has shown me great force of will.
Oh, he has great force of will, I am sure. Great force, yeah. He does what needs to be done. I've seen it. But you cannot trust him when you really need it, Fane. I told you you used to do these things to help to pay debts of others, Fane. Where do you think those debts came from?
I remember. Not a lot, but I remember some of it.
Well,
I remember what Ziosov did.
Lillian's own fists sort of like hands ball up into fists at her sides. And she's like, oh, well. Then you remember more. You may not feel the same.
I'll let you know, so I had to work with him. I did hate him for some time. Just for being in the Orzhov. And there could be deception at work, but I've always felt like he cared to some degree. And there was time I spent with him. Time, of course, you have not gone through, but it was years. Years where I watched him bring people together without the need of the Orzhov, the taxes, their deceptions. Without any of that. It made me feel like, at the very least, he may not be in it for himself. And I'll trust you. I won't ask him. But he is my friend too. No matter what guilt he is part of. He has shown me a side I feel I can relate to. So I'm happy to call him a friend.
Well, just be careful with him. I do not trust him. For whatever that is worth.
So I'm not very good at this. Do you know what I should ask for? What should I ask? Hallow? I feel like Hallow, probably Hallow. Yeah, she's pretty good at this.
Hallow, that I believe your wizardly friend could help you. They have done this thing before. Actually, if my notes are correct, you've seen it.
And Fane's just like you can watch as almost like the cops turn in his head And it's just like he's thinking back to Sunniva and Hallow talking, and he's like, "Wait, is Malikar alive?"
I think that's where we cut that scene. Just straight on. Is Malikar alive?
Yes.
All right. We're going to set up this scene all together, everything crashing together with, and I imagine a lot of Alsan calling out Malikar. I'm gonna set it up, but we're not gonna do it till next week because we have like 4 minutes. So we're gonna go around with everybody and outro ourselves, and instead of saying like our favorite part of the session or whatever, we're gonna say the mindset their character is coming into that group together with. Sound fun?
Yep. I think
start.
Nunu's doing a Nunu.
You're muted, man.
You're muted.
Stop noodling!
Alright, he's lost privileges. Sam, start us.
Scheisse!
Someone is not muted.
Outro stuff. Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming to hang out for this ridiculous tea session today. I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at @TheSamWisest. Please come follow me, especially if you used to be following my old account. I have a new one now. Follow me here. And you can find me on Twitch. I'm Samwise_GameG. I stream over on the Chromatic Chimera on Wednesdays, over with Heroes Without Limits. I help produce all of their shows. And Friday is our finale of Courts of the Shadow Fae over at Variant Roles. I am very excited for that. Oh man, Sunniva's had a time, y'all. I think coming into like this next...
Sorry.
Oh no, it is amazing, don't worry. They still honestly have some, tea to discuss with people, and I am eager for, right now they are processing all of this information that they have, especially about Malikar's reveal of his longevity and weird whatever system he's got. But Sunniva's very preoccupied with these dreams that they've been being gifted from potentially Mott Celestia. We will see if that was true or not. But Sunniva is just dwelling on that right now and just kind of waiting to see how pieces fall into place for them. It's a lot. They're processing.
Love it. Chris, I have a feeling I know the mindset Alsan's coming in with, but
Rage, fury, betrayal, and a lot of heartache. Actually, I wrote down some Amonkhet style insults to throw at you, so that I won't forget them for next week.
Oh, I'm excited.
There's not much, but just a little bit. So yeah, he's pretty much going in a blind fury. I am Chris, also known as Snickle Socks down there on Twitter. Follow me. I do a lot of D&D stuff. Made the Lasers and Liches game. I'm half the brains on that. So lasersandliches.com. You can go play right now. We got a lot of cool stuff. I can't quite reach behind me far enough. A bunch of patches just came in recently. I've got laser corgi pins coming in a little bit. So we will be hopefully sending out some of the backer rewards here soon that people have been waiting for, and then we'll get to cranking again on developing the game. So that's all I have. Go play the game. Follow me on Twitter.
Chris, you've been excellent today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Phenomenal. I am Robert Allen, voice actor. You can find me on Twitter below at Voices of Robert. Fane. Oof, this boy is confused, hungry for knowledge, a little angry that Malikar is alive and he doesn't know. But not sure that he's right about that, though he feels he is. And really upset that Sunniva had to be so sad about it if Malikar is alive. That's about that.
Hello, everyone. I am Megan. You can find me on Twitter at MeganLynFTW. You can find me every other Saturday at twitch.tv/go_JG, where I play Spire. You can find any of the games that I've written at itch.io/MeganLynFTW. Jesus. Hallow is going into this. You know, Hallow is going into it feeling not confident, but she feels like she has made the right decision, is how she is going into it. And she's also very scared about Malikar giving her a nickname. But mostly that feeling that she has made the right decision in not immediately taking up Dardariel's offer. Yeah, so there's that. So let's bring it up to our
Hello.
who's hopefully... And he's not muted!
Not muted!
Hey, you're not noodling!
Hey, it's a gold
I'm very off-brand now. Yeah, everyone, I'm Nuno. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere at jnunotex. That's TEX. And yeah, I play D&D here with these lovely people. Every Monday and next Monday is our finale. So Arkady is going into the finale with, I mean, the world is his oyster attitude, basically. Opposite everyone else that seems like being depressed and confused and what is going on and angry, and Arcady's just like, oh yeah, I found my true calling again, let's go, and let's see how that works.
Oros!
No!
Okay.
Bringing us to
You know where you want to be.
Hi, I am CrimeNat. This has been resplendent. You can find me online at CrimeNat. I write games and muse on dumb things, and I love this kind of stuff where we tell a story together. And we don't need no DM. DM-less. We did it.
We love you,
It was
Corey.
good.
But...
I think.
love you,
Corey's
Corey.
great.
Fire,
but
Corey! Fire. Oh.
I'll fight you.
DM Corey on
Hey,
Twitter.
hey,
Follow
hey.
us.
Yes, follow DM
Yeah,
Corey.
and our illustrious DM is in chat at DM Corey. You can find him most places, I believe, or at dreadvector.com.
Hi, cool.
Malikar is coming into this thing. He's excited. Like,
Of course he
he's
is.
pretty sure he can get 4 or 5/5 of his favorite people to be like, fuck the guild pact. And he's really into that concept of just tearing down the system, building on the ashes. And like, yeah, he definitely hardcore underestimates how upset Alsan's going to be. Like 100%. And
I love
Love
it.
it.
just for style
I feel like
points,
he
I'm imagining while
underestimates how
meeting
upset
at
they
that.
will be.
Probably that too. I was just for style points imagining we'll meet at that big circle with all the guild symbols that Arkady was at earlier.
Nice.
Just because, like, max style. Next session is our last session.
Yes.
Tune in. It'll probably be pretty good. I hope.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
Probably.
I've been your stage manager, Nat. I'm not in charge. My tongue is off center. It's lovely. Bye.